Well, excellent. Well, welcome to the Oliabo Compensation Plan overview, everybody. Really appreciate it. As I often say on our calls, time is the most precious resource that any of us has. And we take that very seriously and appreciate you spending some of your time with us because it truly, when time is gone, it's gone. And every minute of every day is precious. And we appreciate you spending some of your time with us. So, Oliabo's foundation. It's people and product, right? We know that powerful products change lives and passionate people carry that change forward. And together, we can build something meaningful that lasts, right? And as you know, we're working hard to spark a renaissance in the direct selling space. And that's fueled by a powerful story, unique products, an empowered community, a proven model, a compelling compensation plan, which we'll be reviewing today, and a team with the track record to make that all happen. So introducing Oliabo's Premio Pay compensation plan. Now, our plan enables you to work when you want, where you want, with whom you want, and earn what you deserve. We really feel that a big part of why we're all so connected and attracted to this world of direct selling and network marketing is because we want that freedom. We want the freedom and the ability to have that flexibility, whether it's for family purposes or for just our own motivations and desires, or because we want the flexibility to travel or to have a different type of lifestyle. This world that we're all a part of, and for those of you that are first kind of looking at the world of network marketing, the network marketing world and space provides that kind of flexibility to focus in the areas of your life that you want to focus on and expand and create the lifestyle that you want to create. It's not always easy. It takes hard work like anything, and anything worthwhile does typically tend to take hard work, but it gives you the flexibility to have the kind of freedom for the lifestyle that you are striving for and that you deserve. So the way that we've structured things is we've tried to keep it simple, right? So that even those who are new to network marketing or just getting started can jump right in, start referring others, earn commissions, use those commissions to buy products, and then start leveling up through the ranks to generate bigger checks month over month and year over year. Part of the simplicity of that is that there's no enrollment fees. There's no purchase requirements for qualifying for level 1 commissions. So it's very easy to get started with Oliabo. That's why we say it's the power of simplicity. So let's get into it. So first, Premio Pay is built upon the following core principles. The first of those is we keep it simple. It's important that everyone can understand the compensation plan and have a clear, simple path for maximizing the opportunity. Second, no word games. Other compensation plans will often describe their payouts using terms like up to or as much as, which is basically a word game that is used to hide that the actual payouts are much lower than what they're advertising. So no word games. Third, transparency and accountability. Premio Pay clearly shows how our commissions are earned and distributed so that you can understand the compensation plan. Now, there's various layers and levels to allow you to maximize that plan, but it's clearly outlined, and we'll go into some of that depth today. But because this is more of an initial introductory, we're not going to go into all the levels and layers, but we'll do that in another call. But again, transparency and accountability so that you can see it all. We have it there for you to see and to understand, because we want you to understand. One, so that we can be transparent and accountable, but two, so that you know how to maximize the opportunity. Fourth, reliable stability. We understand that the business you build with Oliabo may become an important part of providing for you and for your family, and we take that seriously. So we've worked really hard to create a compensation plan that we can stand behind and that will be reliable and remain stable for months and years to come. So these core principles are the foundation of the Premio Pay plan, because we understand that the confused don't buy and the confused don't build. Core principles, important aspects of the compensation plan and what we're here to do. So let's talk about some of Premio Pay's unique features. First, we provide weekly, monthly, and quarterly commission opportunities. That allows you to get some quick earnings from initial sales on the weekly. Monthly is more of kind of your stable bread and butter, month over month. And quarterly gives you some opportunities for some bigger commission earnings on a quarterly basis. We pay out 50% of every CV unit and make sure of that by using something called dynamic compression. That's a key component of Premio Pay. Basically, dynamic compression makes sure that each level within the compensation plan gets paid out. In a compensation plan that doesn't use dynamic compression, and many don't, if a brand rep in the upline structure isn't qualified for a certain payout level, then breakage occurs and that payout level goes back to the company. That's a dirty little secret here in the network marketing industry that companies generally don't want you to know about. However, with dynamic compression in play, the system automatically searches upline to find the next qualified brand rep for that payout level, eliminating breakage. So it ensures that every level of payout gets paid. Okay, next. Easy price points. So we have easy price points to make it simpler for you to track your commissions and keep our incredible products affordable so that as many people as possible can benefit from them. We have minimal CV splits. CV split, that's basically the difference between the product price and the commissionable volume being paid out. As we've talked about before, and as many of you have experienced, across the network marketing space, huge CV splits have become the norm, and that's not okay. Global bonus pools, Premio Pay has them. That's essentially where a percentage of all orders is contributed to these pools, which are then distributed among qualified brand reps on a quarterly basis. And then we have minimal structure requirements, making it easier than ever for everyone to qualify and rank up and have more and more opportunity month over month and year over year as you grow your business. Terminology, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but because this is being recorded, you can look at this terminology. These are some of the different terms that we're using during this presentation. So you can reference back to this if there's any questions that you have or information that you want to dig into a little bit deeper on the terminology. The simplicity of me plus 3. The Premio Pay plan keeps it simple. All of us have at least 3 people in our energy orbit who would either be interested in building a business through the Oliabo opportunity or who would love to benefit from the incredible products that Oliabo is bringing to market. And it only takes 3 people to begin to establish that solid foundation and start building your Oliabo business. So let's talk about sprints. Sprints is that weekly commission opportunity. Sprints pay out weekly on all initial orders. So every first order of an enrollment gets paid out as a sprint. And this is the structure for that. So all initial orders, whether it's a customer or a business builder, when I say business builder, that means somebody who's coming into the opportunity to actually sell product, to build a business. That could be a distributor, an affiliate influencer, a wellness professional, a spa down the street that you've enrolled or talked to and worked with. That's a business builder. So sprints, initial orders of customers and business builders, this is the structure. As a reminder, we pay out 50% of all commissionable volume or CV. So let's walk through an example of a sprint payout on an initial order from one of your enrolled customers or business builders. And at the bottom here, it says example initial order of 100 CV. So let's use 100 CV as the example. The sprint level 1 payout, that's what you would earn, which is 25% or $25. The requirement to earn that level 1 payout is just having an active account. Remember, there's no purchase requirements or other big commitments to qualify for level 1 commissions on the Premio Pay plan. Again, we keep it simple and easy for anyone to get involved. That sprint level 2 payout, the double down, that's 10% or $10 in this example. That would go to your direct upline sponsor as long as they're qualified with 200 QV in personal requirement. If they're not qualified, then the system would dynamically compress, excuse me. If they're not qualified, the system would dynamically compress and look upline to pay out that sprint level 2 to the next qualified sponsor. Then the remaining 15% of that 50% CV payout would be distributed to these different pools. 5% or $5 to the incentive pool, 5% to the global bonus pool, and 5% to the elite bonus pool. So this sprint example, as you can see, add the math, it's 50% total payout of CV or $50. Okay, let's review the monthly baseline commission opportunity. So this is how all reorders are paid out. So again, initial orders of customers or business builders is paid out through the sprint structure. All reorders are paid out through the baseline structure. Before I dive deeper, I want to make an important note here. This specific example that I'm going to go through of these next few slides in this structure is specifically dealing with enrollments that are business builders, distributors, affiliates, wellness professionals, those who are going to be selling product. This is how payouts from their reorders would flow into the upline and into the tree. The baseline payout structure for direct customer enrollments, those purchasing simply for personal use, is a bit different in that it shifts more of the overall payout to level 1 as an added incentive to personally enroll direct customers. That's a slightly different breakdown, and if we have time, we can review some of that. But this specifically, for simplicity's sake, in this introductory compensation overview, is going to focus on the business builder side. So these are enrollments that are business builders, distributors, affiliates, wellness professionals that will be selling product, and how their reorders would generate commission payouts and be distributed in the upline through the baseline. So let's continue. The top of the chart here, it shows the Premio Pay ranks. Ranks are how you qualify for additional payout levels. Each rank has different qualifications that need to be met in order to achieve that rank and unlock the associated payout levels. On the left side, you can see that there's 8 different levels of commissions within the Premio Pay baseline structure. Levels represent the placement position of the people within your organization. Level 1 are those people that are positioned or connected directly to you, or frontline. Level 2 are those positions or people that are directly connected to your level 1s. Level 3 are directly connected to your level 2s, and so on. Everyone starts out at the rep rank. The requirement for the rep rank is just having an active account. That 0 to 99 QV up there at the top, just under the rep green square there, that just indicates that there's no purchase requirement or other big commitment to qualify as a rep and be able to earn the associated level 1 commission payout of 5%. So just like sprints, that sprint level 1 payout of 25%, there's no other commitments than having an active account. So it keeps it really simple. Same thing here. No purchase requirements, no enrollment fees for that level 1 payout of 5%. So as a rep, you get paid 5% of every reorder from those positions placed directly on your front line or level 1. That includes your personal enrollments that you place frontline, or any enrollments that are placed frontline to you from an upline sponsor. Now let's take a look at what it takes to move up to a Brava Rep rank. Brava Rep qualification only requires 100 QV in personal volume during the month. That's essentially like ordering 1 order of Prima. As a Brava Rep, you've now unlocked your second level of commissions, which will earn you 5% commissions from all reorders on the level 2 placements within your organization. So essentially, like I mentioned, a personal order of Prima each month, that's enough to keep you qualified as a Brava Rep. I would recommend ordering that Prima on a monthly subscription because subscriptions provide the following benefits. The pricing is discounted on a subscription. It's an easy way to keep the incredible health benefits in your daily life, and it ensures that you're always meeting your monthly QV qualification so that you don't accidentally fall out of qualification and miss out on that level 2 payout. Now, let's see what it takes to qualify as a Kappa and what additional earning opportunities are unlocked when you become a Kappa. The personal QV requirement for a Kappa rank remains the same at 100 QV as that of a Brava Rep. Again, only like 1 Prima order per month, essentially. In addition, you can see that this is the first rank in which we introduce some basic monthly organizational requirements. These requirements include the following. 3 personal enrollments. Personal enrollments are people that you have personally sponsored or enrolled into Oliabo. They can be business builders or customers, and each of them must have a qualifying amount of 100 PV in orders for that month in order to qualify. 3 separate teams, each with at least 100 in GQV or group qualifying volume. So those teams are essentially Those teams are essentially branches of your business that stem directly from a team lead placed on your front line. Now, team leads could be your own direct enrollments or someone placed on your front line by an upline sponsor. Team leads are typically business builders because they're going to be enrolling others and structuring a business underneath them and not customers. But because in this specific CAPA situation, the team volume requirement is only 100 GQV. So technically, in a CAPA situation, a level 1 customer with 100 QV order would count as a qualifying team for the CAPA rank. So CAPA could actually just be 3 customers on your front line, all with 100 QV orders, and that would actually count for your team qualification as CAPA. Those team qualifications get a little bit bigger as we move up to Quinto, Venti, and Premio, but for CAPA, you can essentially meet both personal enrollment and team qualifications by just having 3 people on your front line, each with 100 QV in their orders for that month. So as we reveal the rest of the chart, you'll notice that all the requirements for moving from CAPA to Quinto and beyond, it's those same 4 qualifications that we just reviewed for CAPA. So it's 1, your personal monthly QV, 2, your number of active personal enrollments, 3, your number of teams with the accompanying GQV of that team, GQV meaning their group volume, and then the total GQV of your organization. So it's always those same 4 requirements for each rank level, but there's slightly different tweaks within each rank, as you can see here. So the secret, people are always like, okay, I want to go from a rep to a premio. How do I get there fast? Well, the secret is just focusing on the things you need to do to move up from one rank to the next. Don't focus on going from a rep to a premio. Focus on going from a rep to a Brava rep, then from a Brava rep to a Kappa. Because the reality is that achieving each rank prepares you for what it will take to make it to the next. The other secret is building good relationships with other leaders and learning from them. We've got a ton of leaders who've been doing this for decades and are happy to share their experience with you. So look for those opportunities to build those relationships and learn from others. It's important to note that dynamic compression, as you see here on the chart, it automatically is going to ensure that each of these levels get paid out to the next qualified placement. That way, we're always paying out every single level. So through the baseline, you can see that 45% is paid out through the 8 levels, and the 5% that's left over for the total of 50% CV payout, that gets added to the global bonus pool. But before we get into the global bonus pool, let's look at an example of just how the commissions from a reorder would be distributed through the baseline payout structure. So reminder, all initial first orders are paid out through the sprint structure we reviewed earlier. This is going to be specifically showing how a reorder would pay out through this baseline structure that we just reviewed, specific to a business builder enrollment. So let's look at the bottom here. It says reorder with 100 CV. So again, that's like 1 order of Prima in a month. So let's say that they've ordered Prima, 100 CV as shown at the bottom there. We're going to pay out 50% of each CV unit. So in this example, we're going to pay out $50 from this example reorder. If you're the direct upline connection to this reorder, then you'd receive that level 1 payout, 5% commission or $5. The system now looks upline for the next qualified Brava rep to pay out the level 2 commission of 5% or $5. The level 3 commission of 10% or $10 is paid to a qualified Kappa. The level 4 commission of 5% or $5 now looks for the next qualified Quinto. Level 5 commission of 5% or $5 is paid to the next qualified Quinto. Level 6 commission of 5% or $5 looks for a qualified Venti to pay out that level. The level 7 commission of 5% or $5 is also paid out to a Venti, but the next qualified Venti. And the level 8 commission of 5% or $5 is paid out to a qualified Premio. So just referencing back here, you can see how each of the new levels opens up, or each of the new ranks opens up additional payout levels. So that's why when you get to the 4th and 5th level, it has to be paid out to a Quinto. When you get to the 6th and 7th level, it has to be paid out to a Venti. When you get to the 8th level, it has to be paid out to a Premio. So that's why in this example, you can see it's always looking for that qualified rank that would be related to that specific payout level. So that's 45% that's paid out through those 8 levels of the baseline pay, and then 5% that gets paid and contributed into the global bonus pool for a total of 50% payout or $50 in this example. So a reminder that if you're not rank qualified for the levels that are being paid out, dynamic compression will skip that level, or not skip the level, it will skip that distributor and search upline to pay out to the next qualified position. So you want to always be sure that you're meeting your highest potential monthly rank qualifications to maximize your commission levels. Global bonus pool. This is our quarterly commission opportunity, and it's a big deal. It's an important goal that I would highly recommend and suggest everyone should be striving to reach within their Oliabo business. Each calendar quarter, 5% of Oliabo's global commissionable volume is added into this pool that's then divided pro rata among qualified leaders. Qualified leaders include the rank of Premio and above. Not all companies have a global bonus pool, and those that do have typically contributed 1 to 3% to their global bonus pool. So Premio Pay's huge 5% global bonus pool, it's going to be a game changer, and there's going to be people making some huge checks on a quarterly basis as a result of the global bonus pool. Let's talk about our reward trips for a few minutes. We discussed that in the sprints, 5% of the payout of all initial orders goes to an incentives pool. Those incentives are different rewards that could be things like various bonus opportunities we'll put forward, some different types of fun competitions we'll put forward, and things like reward trips to various places throughout the world. Each reward trip will have a specific set of qualification requirements that will be announced along with the trip. Our first trip will be to Italy, of course, and we'll announce the qualifications for that soon. Reward trips are not just an exciting part of the Oliabo experience, but they're also a way to build relationships, lasting memories. People that have experienced these kind of trips in other organizations in the past, I'm sure you've made incredible memories, lasting friendships, and also recognize the chance to connect with and learn from top leaders and corporate executives. So reward trips are a powerful opportunity and motivation for growing your business and helping your team leaders to do the same. So be sure to learn about reward trips, pay attention so that you know what the qualifications are so you can qualify for them, and inspire your team to follow your lead.